the day brought to you by Hampton by Hilton, where breakfast is free and not the easiest decision of your trip. Damian Lillard dropping 60 points last night on only 29 shots. Blazers win 134-124 over the Jazz. This is the third lowest attempts ever in a 60-point game. It's also only the second time anyone has reached 60 points on 10 or fewer free throw attempts. Talk about redefining efficiency. Shannon, on a scale of 1 to 10, how impressive was Dame's performance last night?
10, because of the efficiency in which you just spoke of, Jen. Skip, he's doing 29 shots. He's 21 of 29 and 10 free throws. Karl Malone did it on 26 shots in 1990. James Harden did it on 24 shots in 2019. But 23 free throws attempts.
Yep.
Come on, man. I mean, and the thing is, Skip, it's not like Karl Malone was like 6'9", played back to the basket. So a lot of those were layup dunks, things of that nature. And he had 23 free throw attempts. Skip, Dame is launching the ball from 30 feet. It's crazy. And then look, I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves because why, Skip? It's like most quarterbacks that played in the Brady era. You're not going to get the credit you deserve, not what that guy doing the 10 Super Bowls, not when he winning 7 of them. If he win 5 MVP, you're not going to get the credit. He just happened to be in the same era as the greatest shooter to ever play a basketball game. If he wasn't, we'd be talking about Dame like we talking about Steph Curry, Skip. I mean, here now he's tied James Harden and Jordan with 4 60-point games. Only Wilt, ain't nobody ever catching Wilt. You can forget that. Ain't nobody gonna ever get 32. He got 32 60-point games. Kobe has 6, Harden has 4. I can see Dame, when it's all said and done, being in second place. I would not be surprised if he doesn't have, when it's all said and done, somewhere between, I will say he'll have 7.
Yeah.
He'll have at least 7 40-point games. Now, Skip, he has 15 50-point games in his career, regular season and postseason, which is the 6th most in league history. Skip, he was just unbelievable last night. And I've always thought he was a great, because I only got a chance to see him, Skip, when they played Cleveland. I'm trying to go to bed. I ain't trying to stay up and watch no. But just watching him, I got an appreciation for just how great of a player that he is. I love that, I would wish that they could, put pieces around him and they can win a title, Skip, or have him contend and compete for the NBA Finals. But, Skip, I'm just amazed at this man, that he's able to do that at his size. And the way he can shoot it, the way he can just back up, shoot, sidestep, put it on the floor. He can elevate. He got mid-range. Offensively, he has no weakness. Offensively, he has no weakness in his game. Tremendous handle. Skip, that was a 10 last night.
Okay, I cannot disagree. In fact, 10 doesn't do it justice. You need to go to 20 for this game because this was about as rare as it gets because he is shooting from distance. He is, what do we give him, 6'3", maybe?
I don't know if he's 6'3", yeah, 6'1", maybe.
6'2", somewhere in there. He's built stout, but and he can move side to side and he can elevate. But again, 6'1", okay, maybe 6'1".
Yeah.
And to make 21 of 29 shots, and as LeBron made the night before, 9 of 15 threes. Isn't that, well, no, LeBron's 9 of 14. Yeah. But still, 9 is just hard to do.
Right.
And he is shooting from serious distance because it's kind of what he does.
Right, yeah.
And frankly, he's a great entertainer, especially at home, and those people want to see logo threes from Dame.
Yeah.
That's just what he does.
Right.
And if you throw in 8 assists and 7 rebounds to go with your 60 points, that's a game.
For a 6'1" guard.
Yeah, okay. So I'm giving you the highest marks. But what astounds me about this is we see these bursts from him. And what was your stat about 60-point games?
Yeah, he's 4 now. He's third place with James Harden and Jordan.
And he's now the oldest player at 32 to ever have a 60-point game.
Right.
That's great. Maybe LeBron could eclipse that at some point, right?
I mean, I thought he had a chance when he scored 56. I thought they would leave him in, Skip, and let him get 60.
The problem I always have with Dame is it doesn't happen regularly. We don't get these salvos on a regular basis because he's not Steph Curry. Steph just almost every night can give you 5 or 7 or 10 threes.
Right.
But Dame this year is shooting 37% from 3, which ranks 78th in the league among three-point shooters. Well, it's not that great. It's good, but it's not great. And I just, unfortunately, had to watch him last Sunday evening, at home, below, what were they up at halftime?
25.
25. They're up
46.
They're up 25 points at halftime, and he was okay in the third quarter, but he was not to be found in the fourth because he went 0 for 4 in the fourth quarter and 0 for 3 from 3.
Yeah.
And at the end of the game, all I saw was Pat Bev doing this. What time is it?
Man, that's Pat Bev.
What time is it? What time is it? And they clowned him as Clippers in the bubble. Remember, early in the bubble, they were finishing up the regular season.
Yeah.
And on a Saturday, remember the Saturday afternoon? Yeah, he went to the line late against the Clippers and missed 2 free throws. And Pat Bev and Paul George and somebody else was over there. They're just clowning him.
Right.
They are taunting him. They're making fun of him by doing it's Dame time.
Right.
We've seen him make some big shots in the postseason against Russ, head-to-head with Russ in Oklahoma City.
Yeah. He got James Harden. He beat James Harden in the playoffs, too.
He beat James Harden. But I can show you a bunch of series against Golden State when you could have taken over. It's your time. And you had CJ alongside,
right,
who's about as sharp a shooter as you can find in this league. And when they went against Steph and Clay, they had no chance.
Ain't no harm in losing to Steph and Clay.
Okay. Well, they never could get over that hump. They couldn't get over the LeBron hump in the bubble.
I like, Skip, I like that he's his own man. He marches to the beat of his own drum. He's not swayed by chasing championships. He's like, at the end of the day, you're going to judge me what I do. Because there are a lot of guys that are great. There are a lot of guys that won championships that's not as great of players as guys that didn't win championships. So I don't necessarily attach. I just think we attach a championship when you talk about the greats of the greats. When we're trying to get that top 10 players, Skip, that top 5 players, I do think championships should matter, along with some of the other stats. But the only thing is, Skip, he's doing what Steph's doing, but Steph did it first. Steph did it first.
But he's not doing exactly what Steph does.
Well, he hadn't won the championship with Steph, but I don't think, I think if, it's hard for me to say, if I put KD and Clay and Draymond with Dame Lillard in Portland, I don't see a scenario where they don't win a championship. Do you?
Probably right. But who would be the best player on the floor? KD would.
Yeah, that's not saying anything, Skip.
I got it.
There's not very many players in the history of the game that if KD's on the floor with him, he's not going to be the best player.
Is a fact.
So that's not a slight against Dame.
No. Okay. But Dame has had his chances to leave, and he wanted to stay in Portland. And I do not blame him for that because it does your heart good that somebody wanted to stay there and say, I love this place.
But Skip, Dame looks at it like, y'all make it seem like if I were to leave, that I'm going to be guaranteed of winning a title.
Yeah.
There ain't no guarantees.
Okay.
I might get hurt. The other star player that I join up with, he might get hurt. There are no guarantees. Dame said, I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to make my $500 million, and I'm going to have like 6 generations set for the rest of their life.
He will.
And that's how he looks at it. Yeah. The man is great in his community, not just Portland, Oakland also.
He is. Portland is a good place. I love Portland. I could live there. I think it's really underrated. Great.
I ain't go that far.
No, I would. But the point is that it's still big fish in little pond. I love his coach, Chauncey. And and they're better. You know, they keep getting a little better, but they're
Skip, they're not no serious contenders.
Okay, they're 23-25. And Dame has missed some games. He's played 36 of 40.
Yeah, he had a hamstring injury.
He missed 12 games.
Yeah.
But still, where are they going? Probably no place.
They're not going nowhere.
Okay.
But I'm still going to marvel at Dame. Yeah. I'm still going to get a chance to watch him. I'm going to watch him.
That was it. That was a showcase that he put on last night.
Yeah. Skip, you remember that game last year against the Nuggets? They ended up losing double overtime.
They did.
And he lost his mind. I mean, I'm like, bruh, foul him. Don't let. The dude stepping across, like 2 steps across half court, letting it go.
Right.
Everybody looking at Mike Malone like, what you want me to do?
No, he's highly capable of these.
Yes.
And maybe the Portland fans are okay and satisfied with occasional this.
Would I be surprised if he made 15 threes in a game? No, not at all.
Okay. Would I be surprised if they won the championship?
Oh, you're shocked. You ain't going to be surprised. You're going to be shocked.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to see who gets hot after the All-Star break, guys. We're closing in on it fast. Back to the NFL we go in this weekend's playoff matchups. Joe Burrow, gentlemen, do you think he's playing that underdog card a little bit too much? Skip and Shannon discuss on the other side of this break.